But facts is facts. They chose me for a reason. So I take pride in that and just keep it moving and try to do what I do. I know sometimes I get into some slippery slopes, but it's
we all do.
You know what I mean? The difference is my shit just gets put out there.
It's on TV. Yeah, I got you.
Listen, you know what I mean?
We all go through a little something. Now, now going back to the music question. It seems like, or I could be reading into it too much. Are you gonna be putting yourself out there as an artist?
Yo,
because I did see the Watching Over Me R&B track.
Yeah, definitely.
How's that?
What's funny? Okay, so here's the deal, right? Like, so I reference, and it's something that it's funny. You're the first one to ever ask me that. I reference most of my material, like, so in other words, I don't mass produce. When I make a record, I make it specifically for, the artist I'm working with, right? So, when I do it, if it's a rapper and I'm writing, because I write and produce my record. You never heard a Cisco Rosado record that wasn't written and produced by me or co-written by me.
Gotcha.
I do both because publishing is everything to me. So when I do that, I also do the reference for it. So if it's a rapper, I'll lay out the cadence and the timing that I need on that record. If it's an R&B artist, I'll emulate the notes that I need and then I'll serve it to them. Like, I'm a real producer. So I have the ability to do so if I wanted to. I never really considered it up to maybe recently. Like, you know what? Maybe I should put some material out, and I've been thinking about it, and I might work on some stuff. But I know I have, like for example, I got two best friends in this game. One is Uncle Murder, and one is Tank, the singer. Those are my best.
Jersey. Shout out to Tank.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Tank. My two best friends are both artists. One's street nigga Uncle Murder, the other one is the R&B superstar Tank, right? So it's like, it's funny too, because when I think of both of them sometimes, if you merge them together, I think that's what makes me, in a sense, because I have like that side that, like, I love the ladies and I'm cool and I like to be cool and calm and talk to them and be nice, but then I got that real street side if you take me there. So I think that's probably why I'm so close to these two brothers. But Tank's probably the one that, Tank is a writer himself. He writes for Jamie Foxx. He writes for everybody. He writes for Dre. I mean, he writes for everybody. So for him to, like, let me write for him, is something special, because, like, I know, like, he's a super writer and he has faith and ability in my writing material to let me write for him. So, I know, like I said, if I wanted to and get on some shit and write and, arrange and make my own records, I probably could, but it hasn't been something that I've committed to yet.
Okay. Right. So let's get to some of this dirt, man. What's going on with Love and Hip Hop this season, man? Give me something, because it's not Diamond this one. I mean, you don't know that? Nah. Oh, so it is Diamond on this one. No. Okay. I mean, yeah. I remember the little stint with you and Sin. Are they bringing that back?
Yo, man, you gotta watch the show.
Don't hit me with the generic. You gotta watch, man. Don't do that.
To figure it out, because the thing is, like, I don't know, because all I do is is focus on my life, and then they film my life, so it's hard. I'm keeping 100 with you. It's hard to tell you what other people are doing or what they got going on. Them folks at VH1, man, they kind of witty about their business, because you won't know too much about what other people got going on. You just won't know. It's hard. Honestly, you'll know when you start seeing that shit, like, oh, word. Like, whoa, she's on, or like he's on, like,
yeah. The homie DJ Self is on this season of Love and Hip Hop as well. He told me it's a lot of hurry up and wait and just sitting.
That's definitely that, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Self.
See, something happened, man. Something happened between you. Come on, man.
Shout out to Self.
What? Give me some pause.
Yeah, Self's about to go through. Because I don't think, it's funny, I was talking to Self about this shit about 2 weeks ago. I think Self's about to go through, the motions. Like, I don't think he realized yet, like, what it means to put your life and your business out in the streets, and on a visual standpoint anyway. So I think when this shit drops and he starts saying, like, this ain't no album dropping. You know what I mean?
Every day.
This is television. It's just like the world changes.
Listen,
I'm talking about, you can't. Let me tell you something. People don't understand the difference between being on television and just being like, an artist that's putting out records and just throwing shit out or whatever. Like, when you on television and you got a monster like VH1 behind you, anywhere you land, they know you. stewardesses. I can't, and this is I'm not being funny, man. You can check my Instagram. I can't get on planes without stewardesses like, yo, can I get your number? Can I get a kiss from you? Like, I'm talking about I could be fucking anywhere, and that's not being cute or being funny with you. I'm just, I know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just being real with you. Like, this is what it is. Like it's a monster of a machine behind you, and you don't realize it until you're there. Yeah. And you're visible, and it's like, wow. And it's like, whoa, this is what it is. So I don't think that Self understands quite yet what he got him. And you can listen. Shout out to my nigga DJ Self, man. Like, you know,
I'm rooting for
I'm rooting for him too. But I don't think he knows what he got himself into just yet, man. He gonna find out though. I think maybe come November.
Listen, Tri-State. If there's not anybody you want to watch for this season of Love and Hip Hop, it's DJ Self, man. I know
Check
that man.
Out.
Yo, trust me.
His life is a little bananas. You know what I mean?
Now, what do you got? What are you working on after Love and Hip Hop? Is there a label in the works?
Well, like I said, man, you know, I've been partners with Uncle Murder and GMG for almost 10 years now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So everything that comes out of Murder and the GMG camp and, you know, Keys and Sean T. McCoy and all the, you know, GMG artists that we put out, I'm a part of all that. But like I said, you know, me personally, you know, I still work on other independent projects now. I'm a little bit more driven with that than even working with some of the major artists because, like, I feel like they got their shit off already. Mm-hmm. I've been working with Leah Robinson, working on her new albums. You know, she comes from the Robinson family. You know, the Sugar Hill Gang. You know, shout out to them. Finishing her album right now. I'm actually, you know, another thing too. I'm about to drop probably like an EP with all, because a lot of people don't know I wrote and produced a lot of records for Love and Hip Hop that were on the show.
Explain, what do you mean?
So, you know,
like the songs you hear during the show?
Yeah. I did a lot of them, like, you know, for Tahiri and Olivia and Sin Santana. I did a record for her. That was actually, shout out to Sin Santana. We did a dope record called you know, what's funny too? When we made the record, and it came to me, was like, yo, I need you to do this record for Sin, and you know, my man came to me like, I need to do this record for Sin. I didn't realize how big the message would be because it was about suicide. And it was about my brother who committed suicide, and you know, I did the record, I wrote it and produced it, you know, and it was like, once we made it and we just gave a little sample of it on television, yo, it was crazy because the responses I got from like the Instagrams and people telling me, I got people telling me, I swear, man, I could show you this shit on Instagram. I have people telling me on Instagram like, yo, I was about to commit suicide until I heard this record.
That's so crazy.
Yo, and I'm telling my dude, I show you facts. Like I show you my phone in the DMs. It's like, wow.
That's crazy.
You know, to know that you had this kind of impact on people. Yeah. Because, you know, she, you know, shout out to Sin Santana. Like I said, man, she went through something real serious, and she actually has a talent. You know, she can sing, and she was like, yo, man, you know, my brother committed suicide, and it's a crazy situation. I was like, yo, so how do you feel about it? And she was like, yo.